Hold up. This just came across about 26 minutes ago per Sports Day Dallas Cowboys about Ceedee Lamb. And I'm trying to pull it up here real quick here. Hold up. I don't know why my shit's slow today. What is going on? But it is Ceedee Lamb talking about George Pickens.
They're best friends.
Okay. Now, I'm going to say, first of all, did you notice how Ceedee Lamb was wearing the ski mask? Just like George? Did you notice that? Y'all notice that? That they were like the twins. Okay. Did you notice how when they were sitting on the sidelines and they both had like the same sourpuss face? Because they're thinking, our defense just sucks ass. They're like twins. So, Ceedee Lamb wants George Pickens with the Cowboys long term. That's my guy. Lamb made it known Thursday that he would like the Cowboys to pursue a future that includes both him and Pickens. Dallas Cowboys receiver Ceedee Lamb wants to make it known that Wednesday wasn't the first time he had worn the ski mask, commonly known as the shiesty, under his pads. He also wanted to acknowledge that the attire has become a pseudo-trademark for the guy he matches with during practice, fellow wide receiver George Pickens. I had some good wins with it, Lamb said, of wearing the shiesty? Is that it, Mike? Shiesty? I'm too old to understand the terminology here. But I know that's GP's thing, so we're going to rock out. But for how long? For what it's worth, Pickens isn't worried about potentially getting moved on before Thursday's trade deadline. Pickens will also be a free agent next season, a valuable situation, considering his production this season with the Cowboys and his overall positive influence on the team. The last part, talked about by many coaches and teammates, might be the most crucial towards him getting a big contract next season. You know, he doesn't have podcasts. You know he doesn't have podcasts, so maybe that helps. Pickens, third in the NFL with 685 yards receiving, said the timing of potential negotiations with the Cowboys is based on the wishes of team owner Jerry Jones, who, mind you, is too worried about his gas. And I'm not talking about his farting. I'm talking about his gas expiration. But he's probably farting too. He's looking for some glory holes. Pickens also said they haven't had any. I'm sorry. The question? Who? Everfuss is trying to get him. So by being ass? No. What I'm going to say about what Schottenheimer did with his latest press conference was basically, follow me here for a second. What Schottenheimer said, as far as our stats on offense, you can shove it up your ass. We want to win. What that really was more of passive-aggressive behavior. Basically saying, I've done a great job. You can take those offensive stats, which, mind you, if you read between the lines, are incredible. The Dak Prescott has been playing really good. 16 TDs, 5 interceptions. Third leading passer in the NFL. Yards, I think, or second. He's basically saying, I'm doing good, but what I want us to win, which is basically pointing at Everfuss and saying, you're ass, and you're the reason why we're losing. Now, maybe I'm reading too much into that. Now, George Pickens, here would be my thing. Hold on. Here's what would be my thing about George Pickens. Is you got rid of Amari Cooper. When you had Amari Cooper and Ceedee Lamb, you had a lethal combination, right? You gave him away for a ham sandwich, a 5th-round pick. And in those 3 years without him, you had Noah Brown with like 600 yards. You had Jalen Tolbert with about 600 yards. And you had Brandon Cooks in there as your number 2 with about 600 yards. George Pickens has got more yards here today in less than half a season than any of those stiffs. And you ended up paying Michael Gallup $13 million a year for nothing. for nothing,
Get me
okay?
those yards,
You brought
man.
in an
And give me
overage
a
Brandon
touchdown,
Cooks,
too.
okay, who sucked. You spent a third-round draft
Let's go
pick on
Hope.
Jalen Tolbert.
Let's go
Are you
Hope.
telling me that paying
Let's
a
go
guy
Hope,
that
man.
is proven is not the right thing to? Oh, we need to trade him.
Let's go
Are you
Hope.
stupid?
Let's go Hope.
That literally, we heard that the Cowboys, one of these stupid-ass talking heads, that, you know, if I say something, you're just a clickbaiter. Is sitting there saying the Cowboys should trade Brandon Aubrey. Use him for trade bait. For what? What are you talking about?
No.
The only good things we have, we want to get rid of and hope that we can get something better. Come on, George Pickens is balling
Get him out
and he's
there.
happy.
Put him out
Make
there.
the man happy and let him keep performing.
Put him out there, please.